Here we go, boys. Them knife ears think they got us cornered, but they don't know what we got's in store for them. They got them big titans stomping around, but we got the biggest and the baddest. We got the mega boss, the biggest boss, the God Stompa Mega War Boss, baby. He's gonna kick some knife ear butt. Here we go.
On the planet Absentus Brachus, the Orks have a firm foothold. The Eldari Farseers have divined the doom that this would spell and have quickly mobilized a strike force to destroy this threat. Prepping the volcano to explode was an easy task. Keeping the Orks here to be destroyed, now that's gonna take everything they've got. Welcome to the Apocalypse! Welcome everyone to Play on Titans. Once a year we gather mighty forces, the like of which is unfeasible in a normal game of 40k, in a full day of glorious battle and explosions. Today, two teams fight a doomed apocalyptic struggle while the world literally blows up around them. Witness the return of James Jones and Tanya the Warmistress, who together form an unstoppable juggernaut of Waaaaagh Energy. Opposing them is a duo made in the webway. This table can't hold their personalities, let alone their armies. Two of the most well-known Eldar and Drukhari players around the internet, our own JT McDowell and Skari. If you've never played Apocalypse before, it's a fantastic system from Games Workshop that allows you to play a very large 40k game in a fraction of the time. The forces we see here would likely be close to a combined 12,000 points if we were to play regular 40k and would likely take several days to finish. In Apocalypse rules, the players are always involved. There are no long waits for phases where one side is doing all the work. Both teams alternate, activating one of several detachments. That, coupled with the damage occurring all at once at the end of the turn, really makes it so the big guns can do what they're supposed to. That said, when you add in unique Apocalypse aspects like orders and activations, it becomes very important when you activate a unit, as tying up a unit in combat before it can even shoot is a real possibility and a very valid tactic in Apocalypse.
I love the new APOC system,
yeah,
and I feel if you want to play big games in a short amount of time, you play this version of Apocalypse. You can bring your toys, and you can play with your toys.
The mission we're playing today is Firestorm from the 40k Apocalypse rulebook. Winning conditions are not complex at all. Kill each other. You get 1 point for each detachment fully destroyed.
We have a long, steep uphill battle ahead of us.
I mean, it's my coach on the other side of the table.
Tanya has never beaten me in a one-on-one fight yet.
I kind of feel like the odds are against us a little bit.
She's run Orks before in Apocalypse, so she's got the experience on us when it comes to Apocalypse.
Yes, which I think is going to bode well for them.
The stakes are insanely high.
The Prophets of the Waaaaagh has a main theme. Bring as many Stompas as it can. The Orks are led by none other than Ghazghkull himself in a patrol detachment, with boys, burner boys, and death dreads. Coming to his aid is Captain Vadruk in an ad hoc detachment commanding Gretchen and some flash kits. A war boss in a vanguard detachment leads yet more Gretchen, a Gorkanaut, a Morkanaut, and a whole lot of heavily armored Meganobs.
My favorite unit in Warhammer 40k is also just an absolute tank in Apocalypse, and that is Meganobs. Units of 9 Meganobs, they can just tank so much because they get a 4-up save. So they're going to have, at the very least, a 50-50 chance of taking any damage.
And lastly, but certainly not least, a super heavy detachment with 2 Stompas and Gerry.
Gerry! I'm just happy to see Stompas on the table. Haven't played my Stompa in so long. I think the last time I played it was at Foodhammer with JT, and man, it was just great to have 2 on the table. Excellent.
Hashtag save the Stompa.
Gerry is far too big to be merely another Stompa, so to represent this giant beast, it's being played as a Reaver Titan with a modified ballistic and weapon skill to represent its Ork masters. Make sure to check out our 40k All-Star game from earlier if you want to see more of Gerry the God Stomper in action. The Eldari have brought together an alliance of their most elite warriors to destroy the Greenskin menace.
We've created an Eldar and a Drukhari portion of the army. because Skari's known for playing Drukhari. So am I, but I will bow to his leadership of Archon Skari. And
I
let
actually
him,
usurped. I usurped the power.
He did.
Eldrad has taken to the field to see this job done, leading a battalion detachment with a supporting Autarch, 3 units of Guardians, and 2 units of Rangers. Their uneasy alliance with a homunculus of their dark kin has produced a spearhead detachment filled with grotesques, a Tantalus, Void Raven bombers, Talos pain engines, and a unit of Dark Eldar Chronos. This detachment is certainly representing the hammer of the Eldari force as opposed to the more scalpel-like nature of the craft wielders. Finally, in response to Gerry, JT has brought 2 of his babies. And they are literally the size of a small baby. You don't often get to see these on the table. A Revenant and a Phantom Titan. These are massive Eldari constructs carrying some of the biggest guns in the game. If these don't cause some explosions, nothing will. Today's match is sponsored by Frontline Gaming. They've been with us since the very beginning, and we can't thank them enough for being a part of getting us to where we are today. Frontline produces the beautiful game mats that we're using today, as well as this MDF terrain. They also have everything else you might need for your hobby, from paint to dice, and even a new paint studio to get you gaming in no time. Check them out at frontlinegaming.org, and make sure to tell them, play on center.
Welcome to the apocalypse.
Oh my god, let's deploy.
Let's deploy, all right. What's
6.
Here we go. Whoa! 7.
We got a 5 total.
5.
Jay, you can deploy first. He's so big. I think we shall begin with a air wing detachment of Void Raven bombers.
Deployment is everything you might expect on the Orc side. Little subtlety, all aggression. Everything is as far forward as it can to try to get into combat as quick as they can. The Eldari, of course, are attempting to utilize the cover the best they can to protect their squishy infantry. But just look at all those grotesques. They look like they are perfectly placed to counter the Mega Knobs on the other side of the table. They've also decided to keep all of their Rangers in reserves. They're squishy and won't be in range of much first turn. It's interesting to note that both sides have deployed their biggest stuff as close to each other as they can fit. Looks like there will be no castles in this match. Awesome.
I believe we are done deploying.
Not a lot of models on your guys' side.
We don't need a lot of models, Orc Horde.
Best of luck, you big orc fungusoids, you.
Best of luck, I hope you lose.
Before the beginning of the first turn, we have to figure out if there's any fiery balls of lava.
The challenge.
Well, you will get the initiative. So you will get 1, 3,
Mr.
5.
Initiative.
Here you go. Oh, I missed.
I thought you were supposed to be a nice guy.
This is Apocalypse, baby.
To represent the volcano beginning to erupt at the start of each turn, both players place potential landing zones for chunks of lava spewing from the volcano, and then get to roll to see which ones deal wounds to all the surrounding units.
Hop.
A 5 and
I
a
rolled
1.
a 5.
So they're gonna hit
That's us twice.
Yes!
Yes!
Oh no! Both explosions are falling on the Eldari. I guess Eldrad didn't foresee that one.
That is a large blast marker on our Revenant Titan.
Quick reminder of how damage works in Apocalypse if you haven't played it before. As both sides take turns activating a detachment and shooting or engaging in close combat, small or large blast markers to represent wounds are placed beside the unit. However, you don't roll your saves and figure out if things have died until the end of the round, ensuring that everything gets to fight at least once. I love it.
A large blast marker on our Phantom Titan. A small blast marker on these Guardians. On these Guardians. And on Eldrad.
On Eldrad.
The Tantalus will also take one as well. Well, that's a great way to start the game, isn't it? But then the second part of this is bringing in reserve units.
Yes.
So our Rangers are going to arrive in that building. Okay, so that's that. So now we get to generate our command asset cards.
Asset cards are a unique way that Apocalypse introduces some faction-specific abilities. Think stratagems from 40k. Each team generates a number of cards equal to how many detachments are on the board.
1, 2, so that's you and me. 1, 2, 3. And on a 4-up, Archon Skari, take another one. So Archon Skari, see if he's tactically cunning today. Not today.
These can be anything from massive orbital strikes to sneaky maneuvers to get to move out a turn. Knowing when to use them is a key strategic choice. Time for orders. Every detachment receives an order token which dictates what kind of actions that unit can perform this turn. These are placed down secretly from your opponents all at once. Assault allows you to double move and then fight in glorious close combat. Aimed fire doesn't allow you to move, however it does allow you to shoot your guns at +1 to hit. The advance order is probably the most tactically flexible, allowing you to do a single move and then choose to fight or shoot with the unit.
While you guys are finishing orders, I don't want to interrupt, so keep cunningly, brutally fungusoring, or whatever it is orcs do. Eldrad has a once per battle ability, or Farseers do, that I can look through the deck and pull out one Ask Your Any card, and I can add it to our hand. So because the meteoric debris put a small blast on him and he could actually fail, I'll do it right now.
They've chosen Fortune, which makes it much less likely that a unit will die when it's time to roll up damage at the end of the turn. With Eldrad already having some damage on him, this might not be a bad idea.
We are going to activate our super heavy detachment.
Oh boy!
Ooh, double move and fight.
Because these boys.
Can double move and shoot, and then fight.
How far does Gerry move?
Oh, 20.
Oh, 20? So he can move 40 inches now?
How does a Gargant move that fast?
He's got big, big legs.
Here comes Gerry! Bet they didn't see that one coming. Moving up the field and smashing right into that Phantom Titan. One of the Stompas manages to charge some Rangers in the building, but the last Stompa has no target in range. Poor, sad Stompa.
All right, so Gerry's Chain Fist going into the Phantom Titan. 8 attacks, hitting on 3s, normally 2s, but here we go.
Terrifying is what that is.
We hit all but 1.
Oh my gosh.
Good luck, buddy.
Here they come. Wounding on 3s. Got a 2 here. The rest all wound.
So 6 large blasts.
6 large
12 large blasts.
And if that wasn't enough, let's stomp him a bit. Let's kick his shins.
3s.
I hit them all. All of them.
Whoa! 14 large blasts? It's enough to potentially put a serious dent in that Phantom.
Okay, so on to the Stompa now.
The Stompa splits its attacks on 2 separate infantry units, managing to put 4 blasts on the one and 1 on the other. As infantry typically only have 1 wound, it's very likely that he'll kill both.
You have completed your first detachment, Orks. How about we do something simple and maybe activate the Void Raven bombers?
I reckon.
There is a giant orange and red eyesore on the table that needs to be removed.
He's beautiful. Come on.
I want to disagree with you.
But you can't.
I'm gonna fly over Mr. Stompy Stomp over here. So I'm gonna roll 2d6s for the first. He flies over. On 2s, I put a blast marker on you. So 1 large blast marker on Mr. Gerry. Do you know what? Let's do it again.
Gerry takes a tickling from the bombers, but aside from giggling uncontrollably, that's not enough to stop Gerry.
So we're gonna activate our ad hoc detachment.
The Orks try to put some damage on the only target in range, those bombers, managing to put a small and a large blast marker on one of the bombers.
And it is move once and or shoot. He flies, so.
It's 2 Wraith Cannons into Gerry.
Before that happens, we are going to use Seek and Destroy, which will give the entire detachment reroll hit rolls of 1.
Hooah! And of course I roll a 2. Perfect. That's what I do.
Excellent.
Come on now. Yep, so it's a large blast. And then the Star Cannon hits on a 3. Star Cannon hits, and wounds on a 6, does not wound. Oh, Revenant.
The Eldar really trying to focus fire down the Orcs' biggest model here. It makes sense. It's the biggest threat facing them. It's a very tempting target.
And then the Pulsars, 4 shots each, wound you on 4s. Oof. All 8 of them wound you. And now it's the time for the Phantom Titan. Void Storm Missile Launcher hits you on 2s with reroll 1s. The Void Storm Launcher's on 7s, that's 3 more small blasts. And then the Bombard, which is Apocalypse Destroyer.
Oh.
Both hit, wounding you on 3s. Both wound. So that was his shooting. Now it's his combat. So let's start with a Titanic feat. 6 attacks on 5s. So 3 more small blasts. The big old sword, everything hits. These wound you on 4s and they're Apocalypse Destroyer. So I fail with 4 of them. 8 more small blasts.
Good work, Revenant and Phantom. Gerry has a few dents in that armor now for sure.
He now has an explosive hat arrangement. And it is your turn, Orks.
All right, well, we're going to activate Gaz's detachment, and Shocker, he's gonna move twice and fight if he comes into contact.
Smart play with the Ghazghkull detachment. There's nothing really in range for them to do anything but run up the board.
So I'm going to activate the Spearhead of Talos and Kronos. So now I get to shoot you. Let's start with the Kronos, and they will begin firing at the yellow Kustom Stompa. So I'm gonna start with the 1 Spirit Vortex from the lone Kronos, needing a 3 to hit. Nope. Then the
Who gave us the black dice?
Spirit Vortex, doesn't matter. I roll 6s with these. 3s, ha!
There you go.
There you go. 9s.
9.
1 small blast marker, please. And then we'll do the Talos. I have 4 heat lances. They're all gonna shoot into that same one. Needing force hit, I believe.
Oh yeah, nice roll, Skari.
50-50, and I need 6s, I believe. The Talos have done a large blast marker on your Stompa. It
That's
is
it.
now your turn.
So we're going to advance.
More moving up the board from the Orks, including garrisoning the terrain to hold down that flank.
We have a little bit of shooting to do here.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit,
Every shot in range is going against the Phantom.
6s. But you get an
We
extra
got
one.
We got one.
Okay. And now you're gonna need 9.
Got it. The big 12.
Small one. Did a win. And then our custom Mega Zappa. Nah, nothing. And a Deathstorm Mega Shooter is 8 attacks.
5s. Oh, we got a 6.
Nothing hits though.
That was garbage.
Well, why don't you let Eldrad do his thing?
Should
right,
we
good
let
sir?
Eldrad do his thing?
Yeah.
10-man Guardian squad into Gerry. Whoa! They both hit. And I think shuriken catapults need 9s. Oh, Gerry, take another small blast. Oh, Mr. Gerry, take a bright lance in the face. Yes, you do.
Gerry is just really soaking up the shots. Ouch.
That is the end of the Ulthway Eldar.
And we have left the best for last.
We've left the best for last.
I like it. Archon Skari and his mighty Tantalus will move and
Like a coward.
The Cabalite Warriors have 1 Dark Lance. They will be firing at Gerry, needing a 3 to hit you. He does. And needing a 4 or 5 to wound you. 1 small blast marker. Splinter Rifles, needing 3s to hit you. And needing a 12. No. And then the Tantalus will fire 3s. And needing 9s against the tank. That'd be 1 small blast marker, please. And that is all that he has. So with that, it is the end of the activation phase. So we now go into
The damage phase. One of my favorite aspects of the Apocalypse rules. All units that have blast markers now roll a save to see if they ignore any of the damage inflicted. Small blasts are rolled on a d12, large blasts on a d6. Since some units only successfully save a wound on a roll of a 7-up, there's a much better chance of surviving small blasts than large blasts. Oh, and of course, you roll for all the big Titanic units first, just in case it dies, as then they could explode.
It is time. The Armour of Contempt.
This command asset can be used when resolving damage for one of your units before any saving throws are made for it. Until the end of the phase, roll d12s when making saving throws for that unit, irrespective of the size of the blast markers next to it.
Great use of command asset there on Gerry to make sure he has a better chance of surviving that pile of blast markers on him.
Right, so the Revenant Titan has got a large blast and a 5-up save.
and it takes 1 damage.
Okay, well, the Stompa has a 6-up save.
So 1 on a d6 and 1 on a d12.
Correct.
Save 1.
We shall use a strategic ploy.
The Eldar players play essentially the same asset, allowing them to make sure that the Phantom Titan can save that pile of wounds on a d12 instead of a d6.
6 damage so far, and he's still top tier.
Didn't see that coming. That Phantom has barely been scratched.
Eldrad saves on a 4-up. He's good.
Eldrad shrugs off his 1 blast marker, but both Ranger squads bite it hard. The rest of the damage phase sees very little happen, as most of the attacks were directed at the 2 biggest stuff. The Gorkanaut does get taken to half its wounds, and the 1 Void Raven Bomber is brought down to 1 wound remaining. Close call.
We didn't lose any whole detachments. I feel like, wow.
You feel like what? What? Oh, what? Oh, what? We've got some work to do here.
We do, but we just need to destroy detachments to win.
At the end of the turn, we still see a score of 0-0 as no side has fully killed the detachment. Gerry and the Phantom have taken a few scratches, but nothing big has gone down yet. However, everything seems to be now in place for that epic Orc charge.
Right, turn the second we have to roll for initiative.
So
You're rolling black?
I'm rolling black. Always bet on black.
There you go. That's
7.
how it works. Ooh.
Ooh, it's tie, so it goes to us. So Acid Rain. It's a 10.
To represent the ash and steam from the eruption, we are using the battlefield condition Acid Rain, rolling at the beginning of each turn to see if weapon accuracy or movement is reduced.
The 2.
6.
And once again, thanks to the lucky rolls of Mr. Initiative, Both of them fall purely on the Eldar. More blast markers on those squishy infantry and Talus engines. Fresh command assets for both. Ooh, trophy kill. Time for orders. While I can guess that most of the Orc stuff is going to want to assault or advance to get up the board quick, the Eldar players have to decide if it's better to sit back and shoot a bit more, or go hard in and try and match the Orc aggressiveness.
Start of the action phase. One Asuryani Psyker, that would be Eldrad. He'll manifest this power. Select a friendly Asuryani unit within 12 of that psychic unit. Until the end of the phase, that unit can only be the target of attacks made with ranged weapon if it's the closest enemy unit to the firing unit.
So we're actually going to play Deny the Witch.
Okay.
So we roll a d6, and if we roll a 2+, we deny it.
A 2+?
2+?
Is it anywhere on the table? So they stopped it?
She gone. Yeah. Go team.
So we are gonna use trophy kill. So we pick one enemy super heavy unit. Until the end of the turn, we reroll all hit rolls. We're gonna try and trophy kill the big guy.
Nice.
Casting another psychic power, we're gonna doom the big guy.
Gerry is doomed!
Doomed! I beg to differ. Doomed! So we're going to reveal our super heavy detachment.
The Eldar Super Heavy Detachment activates first. Everything into Gerry.
Both hit. I get to reroll. So 2 large blasts.
Correct.
Star Cannon wounds on a 6. It wounds 1 small blast. And now the Revenant Titan.
By the end of this shooting phase, I feel like his last name's gonna be Atrick.
4 hits. 3 small blasts on Gerry. Pulsars. And these are on 4s. And I get to reroll wounds. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 small blasts on Gerry. Oh, now comes the Phantom.
Mr. Phantom Titan.
So we're gonna start with the 2 star cannons. Rerolling. Hits twice.
Between the Revenant, the Phantom, and the Wraith Knight, there is a sizable stack of blast markers on Gerry.
That is 5 apocalyptic destroyers. Right, that is our super heavy.
We'll start with Orbital Strike.
Orbital Strike, love it! Great way to get some of those sneaky Eldar units that are hiding in the buildings.
So we need to try and get Eldrad.
Come on, 12. It's an 11.
So it's just a
Yeah.
small blast.
Okay, now the unit around him, the Guardians.
Yep.
Eldrad and the Guardians take 1 small blast only, but the rest of the units there manage to duck and cover from the Orbital Strike. Not so great.
We're going to activate Trophy Kill.
And you're picking our big guy as well?
Yeah.
I feel like this is mutually assured destruction.
We are going to activate our super heavy
And I will seize the initiative!
By playing the card Seize the Initiative, they can activate a detachment out of turn, which has potentially to really affect the game. They move the Talos and the Grotesques up the board to try and shoot into the Purple Stompa, but don't manage to cause any wounds. I'm not sure how advantageous that was, as all this ends up doing is placing those units in countercharge range. Is there a deeper plan at work here, maybe?
And now you can activate your Stompas.
How gracious of you to allow us
thanks.
to do that.
The Stompa charges right into the Talos Pain Ninjas as expected, and Gerry targets everything into the Phantom. Gotta take him down.
6s.
For
Take
that.
my extra shot.
Which no.
Sorry, was that 2 hits or 3 hits?
It's 2. It's 2.
I can't even remember.
And now you need 8s.
So 1 over here.
8 here.
So 1 small.
Yep. And now we do his Stompy Feet.
So they'll hit.
5s.
All of them.
Nice. Those are just
8.
8 attacks from the other ones. Hitting on 2s. Rerolling.
This is the
So all of them.
Can you hit us with the 8 or whatever?
8 with 8. Oh, there's tons of 1s. That rolls like me.
4.
Even a giant chainsaw just can't connect with the nimble Eldar Titan. Although they managed to put 8 large blast markers on it, I gotta feel this will not be enough to take it down.
The yellow Stompa is going all into the Phantom Titan. Def Cannon first. So I did hit once, so I'll re-roll or roll the extra shot. I think misses. Got another hit.
9s.
No.
Nope. So then 12 attacks from the Super Gatla.
I hit 1.
That -1 to hit is proving far more devastating to the Orcs than the Eldar. That's just not enough.
1 large blast.
Now the purple guy, same thing.
12 attacks from Super Gatla.
Point on this building is. Oh! Yeah! No problem.
Yeah, baby.
Another hit. 4. Look at that roll.
3 big shooters, or 3 attacks.
Nothing.
He's got super rockets too, so 6 attacks.
1 hit.
This is nuts.
2 hits.
4s.
Yep, both of them.
And then we've got our claw to go into the little guy down there. The claw has 4 attacks, and you are going to be hitting on 3.
All of them.
4s.
Oh, none of
Oh!
You know what?
Oh no!
You get a little pet.
Right, so we're going to move the Guardians. if
Let's
you don't mind.
activate this, which will be a green one.
So those front Guardians are going to target the yellow Stompa with their 2 shots.
We're gonna activate our ad hoc detachment. Oh, we gave them a green one.
Still out of range for most of the Orks to do anything. However, it seems like they are deciding to play it safe.
From the flash gets into the Void Raven Bomber.
This hit nothing.
Our turn. I will activate the flyers. They get a green. The first Void Raven Bomber will shoot at your main Warlord guy.
Yeah, you're gonna be -1 to wound.
Cool. So his missiles are shooting the character. Gotcha. And the Void Lances will shoot into the yellow Stompa.
Into PI Staker.
I will shoot into the yellow Stompa first, needing 4s.
Oh!
And then the missiles hits. And they are -1 to wound, so needing an 8. Sad face. Well, our little assassination attempt failed.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so we'll activate the Ghazghkull's detachment. We're gonna do the advance. Let's start with the Gorkanaut. So he'll put his flamer into the wounded plane and all his guns.
Focus firing down that Void Raven puts a couple blast markers on the flyers, which should be enough to take it down.
The Tantalus will shoot at Gerry. And I reroll because trophy kill. He wants in on the action. Nice, go. One. The Cavalite Warriors inside of the Tantalus will shoot a Dark Lance into Gerry, and they will shoot a poison shots into yellow. So into yellow. 1 hit. Needing no.
Close.
And the Dark Lance hits. Ooh, fancy. I like it. 1-0. Wow. I needed a 4, man. Needed a 4. It is now your turn.
All right, we've
Time.
got our golf detachment.
The last detachment of Orks moves up the field, but with those Stompas in the way, they can't get anywhere fast.
Welcome to the damage phase. Gonna use Connoisseurs of Pain, so they get a 5-up ignore damage.
I'm going to use Go to Ground on Eldrad so that he doubles his save roll.
We will start with the big man. 18.
18.
Large blasts.
18 large blasts. These are all in D6s.
Oh no.
Oh my. I need 5s. Whew. He takes 12 wounds.
And he has
13 wounds.
And he has 6 on him already.
19 wounds.
19.
He's got 3 wounds left.
So he is super wounded though, so he will go to critically wounded.
The Orc Stompas shrug off the blast markers on them, and now we come to the important one.
Okay, so we have to do this.
Big guy.
25.
Can Gerry survive that tower of blast markers?
So first 12, he saves 2, so he takes 10. 6 more and he's done. 13 dice, 6 5-ups.
Nope, not a chance. Down goes Gerry in a crash of fire and twisted metal. Ooh, does it explode? Woohoo! Kaboom!
He's gone!
Kaboom!
Boom! Wait. I think there's something that has to be removed from the table.
Oh God. Okay, put one hand on that phantom so it doesn't fall. Put one hand on that phantom. Shut up!
And with the extra blast markers, it takes out 3 units of Guardians nearby.
And then Eldrad.
Roll a 1.
I guess Eldrad is just too self-important to die to a mere ball of lava.
Is that a small template for the Void Raven Bombers? I need a 7+ for that Void Raven Bomber. Hiya! No.
And somehow that Void Raven Bomber is still alive.
Yes! So Mr. Homunculus makes them save on 4.
The Talus engines and their homunculus managed to save all the damage done to them. They don't care about no lava either.
I believe that is the end of the second battle round. So now we're moving on to battle round number 3.
This isn't your show.
I know, it is today.
End of turn 2 and the score is still 0-0. No detachments dead yet. However, a couple of these detachments are looking mighty weak. With Gerry gone and both of those Stompas looking like juicy targets, there may be easy points to collect for the Eldar if they can finish it off. Eldrad is also the sole survivor of his detachment now. Some possible points to get there too. The Orks need to get in there and start doing work.
So we managed to take out the guard.
We did. Well,
is
man,
huge.
like I'm really excited about that. However, yeah, there's a lot of orcs.
It's a lot of orcs, a lot of bodies still, but we still have our full super heavy detachment.
So we've lost Gerry. However, I feel like we're still in a pretty good position because he pretty much left the entirety of the rest of our army untouched. I'm feeling pretty good. We have enough bodies that
There's
we
only
can...
3 wounds left on the big
That's right.
Your turn to roll initiative, Sa. 11 to 9.
When you have this much initiative, they call you Mister.
And on a 4+, since it's your turn, you get to determine the acid rain today.
7 plus on D12.
7+?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's not a 4+. I thought it was a 4+. The rain continues to fall.
Dang it!
Did I roll it? No, you rolled it. What did you roll?
6.
One flaming ball of lava falls in the middle of all that Orc infantry, but one also falls yet again on Eldrad and the Wraith Knight in the back. Eldrad seems to be just playing dodgeball this game. Each side draws some new command assets, and then it's time for orders.
Then we're gonna do some action phase stuff. We have the orbital strike.
Another orbital strike, dealing a handful of blast markers to the Orc infantry in the back.
I'm going to cast a psychic power.
No,
Is
it's
it
not
psychic? It's just Eldritch Tempest.
No psychic.
When you select an Azuriani Warlord, take a point in the battlefield, roll d12 for each unit within 2d6s of that point, -1 of a light character.
Pulling them in this way.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Right about where he's pointing. And then it's 2d6 inches from that. 9 inches from that point, sir.
Yep.
Yep. Is the Morkanaut within 9?
The Orcs respond with Laser Burn.
Just draw pick 2 points at 12 inches apart.
Roll 1d12 for each unit in this line. 7 ups, 8 up for Eldrad.
Targeting Eldrad to try and take him out.
I got him on a 9.
They got him! There's a real good chance of him dying to this. On to actions, and the first Orc detachment goes, electing to move up the field and shoot.
Let's do the Morkanaut.
Twin Big Shoot is 4 attacks. Hey,
Crazy. Because I'm
you
crazy.
need a 9.
Boom!
Hey, 1 small one. Do we even want to do the Custom Mega Stompa? How many?
have to.
3 attacks. God damn it!
Oh no! That weapon, while powerful, has the capability to do damage to itself on a low roll. And of course, that's exactly what happened.
Oh God! I just wanted to go down in history as me saying we probably shouldn't fire those, but
Okay, let's do the Grot. Into this plane.
they have 6 attacks.
Oh, okay.
They have a weapon skill of 4, so the 5s technically hit if there's any.
You tell me these grots are more dangerous than most orcs combined?
I got 1.
Oh no!
I did more wounds to that Morkanaut than we did to those planes.
How does that make you feel?
Proud.
We are activating the super heavy detachment with a green.
Easy
Sorry, we
initiative.
wanted to seize the initiative, guys.
You gonna make me move it all the way back?
Yeah.
The Orcs deciding to become cunningly brutal this time and seize the initiative.
Totally foobar in the game state. Now they know what we were gonna do. All our cunning plans revealed.
We activate super heavies.
In go the Stompas. One last chance to take down that Phantom.
3s.
Tanya.
And now you need 4s.
All of them.
And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3, 4.
The purple Stompa
Into the talus.
into the Talos.
Yep.
3 hits.
He's heavy?
He is a heavy. Super talus!
How does that make him super when I fail the roll?
Because I petted him. Purr, good job last time. So now we have to continue this activation because they stole the initiative from us.
We'll activate the Phantom. He's just gonna unload on the guy that's in front of him. 4s, no rerolls.
Nope.
1 hit. Nothing.
Nothing.
Void Storm missile launcher. Again on 4s. 2 hits. Needs 7s on the Void Storm.
Doesn't his attack?
So 1 wound from the Void Storm, so 1 small blast. Debombard hits once. That is an Apocalyptic Destroyer, please. And then Titanic Feet on 4s. 3, 5s. So it's gonna be 3 small blasts. And then the Wraithglaive, 5 attacks. he hits three times. 4s, 3 apocalyptic destroyers.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sludge.
The Phantom puts a modest amount of damage on the Stompa, but it's probably not enough to take it down.
That's it for our super heavy detachment.
That's a super snazzy.
It is now your turn.
Okay, we're gonna activate the Goths.
And we're gonna play Medicae supplies.
Medicare command asset played to allow the Orks to remove some of those wounds on the Mega Knobs.
The Goth boys are gonna attack the, is it a Kronos or a Talos on the side? So into the Talos. 3s. 1 hit.
It is.
So 2 hits.
You need 9s.
It is a heavy.
Nope.
That's it. Okay.
I believe Eldred should go next. Yeah. He's a double move. Well, he disembarked, so he can't move at all, but sure.
So did he run away like a coward?
Yes, he
Yes,
did.
he did. You go.
You're up.
The
Hey, it works.
ad-hoc.
Because we've aimed fire. So we dump them into the planes.
Yep.
To the planes! The planes!
The planes.
12 shots from the flash gets into this plane.
5s.
5s. There we go.
Couple of 6s in there.
8s.
8s.
Ooh, nice. Decent rolls.
We got
1.
2. Badrock is now going to put the Rippa into this single wounded, the leader.
Oh!
Now you need 7s. One small one.
We're done.
You know what I'm gonna do? Do you mind moving this plane over here, please? Okay, so the 2 Void Lances gonna go into there. 1 hit. 1 small blast. Okay, so I'm activating my Coven Detachment. It's a green. And just being base to base with him here.
Oh, they're just swarming that Stompa. They put a modest amount of damage on it too. There's a real chance that both of these Stompas are going down this turn.
I will now activate Archon Skari. Gonna go this way. I'm gonna shoot the poison shots into the boys. I'm gonna shoot the Dark Lance into the Stompa. So the Dark Lance into the Stompa hits and wounds. So 1 small blast there. And then the 2 shots from the poison into the boys. 2 hits.
Yeah, wholly within 9.
Wholly within, okay.
Holy!
So 1 large blast marker.
Damage phase time, and all the big stuff has a lot of damage on it. In fact, between rocks of burning lava, orbital guns, and everything else, there's very little that doesn't have damage on it. This has potential to be a very bloody damage phase.
So we're gonna start off, we have to do this at the beginning of the damage phase.
Okay.
So
Look out, sir! We're gonna use it on Ghazghkull. We can pass his blast markers off to another unit.
D3 of his blast markers. How many does he have?
He has 2. Small and large. We're gonna pass them to the burner boys. So we'll roll that, I guess.
So
all of them.
We're gonna put all of them on the
Burner
burner
boys.
So we're gonna do Miraculous Escape on the Meganauts,
Yeah.
which removes 1 blast marker,
Which will
is
eat the large that they have.
Right. So we're gonna use Go to Ground on Captain Badrock.
Doubles his saves.
Okay, so now we're doing the damage on this guy. 10 large and 1 small.
He has to save the D12, so he has to save the small blast, plus he has to save 5 of the other ones.
Can they save the Stompa? Nope. Bye-bye.
No!
So we take a small blast.
We take a small, goes to a large.
Okay, I feel good about that. I feel good about that.
Okay, we're using Armor Contempt on the big guy, which is what you used on your big guy early on.
Oh, dang.
That's right. We have 3 wounds remaining, and we have to roll 4 of these saves. We need to pass 2 of them in order for him to survive. Big drum roll.
I can't believe the Phantom lives again. That's a huge deal. The amount of damage that thing dishes out every turn is rough.
All right, super heavy.
Super heavy.
Yeah, so he has 5 large, 1 small.
And 6s.
Takes 4.
Takes 4 wounds, so he's halfway there.
The Wraith Knight. 6, I think.
Okay.
Nope.
Nope. He will take another damage. So that was us. Your turn again.
Should we just snap those boys off the table now? They're
Yeah,
dead.
they're dead.
The Tantalus gets the roll, has 1 large blast marker, needs a 5+ on a d6.
Gets it.
Ka-ching! Your go.
Do the more injured Death Dread. So he's got a large blast and a small blast.
You've got a 6-up save as well.
Saved 1, failed 1. So he takes 1 wound.
So the Kronos has a 4-up save because the Homunculus is nearby.
Yep.
He's okay.
The other Death Dread.
Wait, that's not laughing.
That's not a save.
Nope.
That's not a save.
Oh, these guys are so gooched. They only have one wound, right? They have a large blast.
Is that a large blast marker? Can I make a 7-up on a d6?
No.
No, I cannot.
Finally, both planes have gone down.
We get a point! Yeah!
Oh, sad face. Back to the arena with you, lads.
Our grots are all right. Well, they've got one wound.
You guys got any more?
Eldrad.
Oh, Eldrad, big money.
Large
We
blast.
need to pass this.
Yeah.
It's a 4+.
Big money, no whammies, no whammies.
It's a 4+ on a. Yes!
They made everything. Brutal.
I believe that means that we go on to turn.
Hey,
Hold on, we still got more still. We still got more.
Don't worry about it.
We got more here.
Yeah.
Let's do the flash gits.
On an 8. Nope.
No. So wound to the flash gits, and then
Bad
bad rock.
Okay, he's good.
Woo! The Morkanot. I did all the damage to him.
So I saved 2.
So he takes 1 and then a morale test.
So he's got 3 wounds on him.
What a crazy game. But that does mean that we move on to turn number 4.
This isn't your show!
End of turn 3 sees the Orcs winning 1-0, but they have a couple detachments that are close to being wiped out. Heck, nearly everything on the board is wounded and close to death. It's anybody's game at this point. Turn 4, here we go.
Open the can of worms. It's turn 4.
Hey, mister.
Mr.
5.
11. We need to try and get Eldrad with these.
Orks.
Odds.
1.
One!
Yes!
Lava Rocks, once again, they hit Eldrad again. You'd think he could foresee when they would land. The other rocks come down and hit all those squishy Orc infantry in the back. After drawing some new command assets, orders go down. I'm still waiting for these Orcs to get in there, but they just don't seem to want to commit to battle and seem to be content to letting the Eldar come to them.
Well, let's do the Medicae supplies.
Okay.
So we're going to take D3 wound markers off of a unit of light infantry. So the flash kits lose their single wound marker.
We're going to do Tears of Isha. We're going to pick a Wraith construct. It's going to regain D3 wounds, so it is now unwounded.
And then we're going to do enemy Vox Net Subverted.
It looks like by forcing the Eldar players to change the orders on the super heavy detachment, they force them to go from advance, which is move and shoot or fight, to get +1 to aim and fire, which, to be honest, I don't think they mind at all.
Will it continue to rain?
Nope.
I guess you get to activate a detachment first.
So the super heavy detachment.
One last chance with a Stompa, moving to just be able to see Eldrad, because remember, if they take him out, it's worth a victory point, as he's the last remaining unit in that detachment.
We get it. 6s.
That's 2. Oh, another one.
2 large blasts on Eldrad. Yikes! That might spell doom on him.
So I guess we'll start with ye old Phantomy Titan. Phantom is going to shoot. Both star cannons are going to go into Badrock. The Voidstorm missile launcher is going to go into Badrock. And the D-Bombard is going to go into the Stompa.
The Eldar are trying to focus down that Stompa with all their Titans, putting a fair amount of large blasts on it.
5 more blasts.
Okay, we're going to activate the Goths. Green.
They shot.
Ghazghkull, moving backwards. Madness.
Wait. Hold up. The Orcs are running? I guess I can kind of see their strategy here. They have had no luck getting through those Talus Pain engines, and it looks likely that the one remaining Stompa is going to go down, which means that all their infantry is free and clear as targets. I suppose running and hiding is a tactically sound choice. It's just, it doesn't feel orky.
So now we're going to shoot.
We're going to use an Asuryani stratagem.
Okay.
When an Asuryani unit is picked to be the target of attack with a ranged weapon, before you roll to hit, we get to remove that unit from the battlefield and set it up anywhere more than 9 from any enemy units. If it's no longer visible or out of range, it's no longer the target of the attacks, and you can select new targets for those attacks if you wish.
Typical Eldar trickery. Smart play though. That thing is almost dead, and is now out of range of most of the Orcs' weapons.
Let's put the Meganovs into the Kronos over there.
Then that is 9 attacks. Okay, so 5.
5s.
Only the contempt.
There it is. 3 extra shots.
They are.
Yes.
And now we need 9s.
10 and 2.
1.
Now we'll fire this guy's rocket into the same guy.
2 rockets. So 5s. 1. 7. No.
Orcs instead trying to kill those Talus with their shooting, but to no avail.
Ballistic skill 2 on Eldrad. Whoop. Hits.
Nice.
Okay, so I get to reroll a wound. Yep,
There
one
it is.
blast.
One small blast.
So Ghazghkulls.
More running? Oh, it hurts my soul, no matter how smart of a play it is.
So we're gonna put all these Meganobs back into the building.
Start with the Morkanaut. Everything that's 24 inches into this guy, and the big gun into him at the back. Big shooter and the Mega Zappa into the Homunculus, and then the rockets and the Kustom Mega Blaster into this. Yeah.
Sixes.
This is a big shooters.
No, Kustom Mega Zappa.
This is the one that'll hurt him.
This is the big one.
Oh yeah.
The Gorkanaut hurting itself again. Nice.
Fives.
One hit and an extra shot. Nice, nice. One blast marker. The Tantalus.
No.
I get to disembark. As
Oh, the pansy's finally getting out. He's gonna come to try to fight Gazon the last
He's
turn.
already running away, so I think it's the perfect time. I will unleash my Torment Bomb. It's a 6-inch bubble. I want to hit basically from that last Meganob there, and then try and hit. Flash Kids, Grots, Ghazghkull, them, and the Meganobs and the Orc Boy. It's not gonna hit the Gorkanaut, but the mech it will.
Torment Bomb managed to throw out some more blasts to those already wounded units in the back. It looks like running hasn't helped them much yet.
So now I get to shoot you. I'm going to shoot the Tantalus, and the Tantalus is going to fire at your Meganobs. 3s to hit, but Archon is out, so I need to reroll 1s now.
The Meganobs up front take a few blast markers from the shooting, potentially sealing their doom.
So we are going to double move.
Bad Ruck frantically retreats. That's it.
Okay, our turn. I will now activate the Kronos and Talos Detachment.
Fly, my pretties!
Fly, my pretties! The Kronos will fire into the Meganobs. They have 3 flamers, so I'm going to do all 3 flamers into you. Needing 6s. 6s to wound the Meganobs, so that's 1 small and, well, 3 small blasts into the Meganobs from the Flammers. And then we'll do the 3 vortexes, needing 3s to hit this time. 2. And needing 6s as well. Oh, nothing. And that is that for that.
Damage phase, here we go. Oh boy, can the Stompa live? Can Eldrad?
He's got 4 wounds on him now.
Yep, he's got 4 left.
He's got 4 left. You've got to roll how many dice? 8?
You need 4
I
sixes.
need,
So you
I
need,
need,
you need
5
5
sixes.
sixes.
5 sixes or he dies.
The
dead.
Stompa's down! That's the whole detachment dead. 1 point for the Eldar.
Bye-bye!
So we're 1 and 1.
So now we have to do our super heavy.
So we have 1 large, 1 small, and it's on 5 ups. He has 2 wounds remaining. He has to pass at least 1 of these to survive.
Gotta make one of these to survive.
One of these to survive. He
Passes 1.
So we don't even need to. You know what? We'll take the 1 wound. He's down to 1 wound remaining.
We're using Grot shields. These Gretchen are going to take the shots for Ghazghkull. Within 6 inches, at least 1 friendly Gretchen unit from your army. You can take D3 blast markers from that Orks unit and place them next to the Gretchen units instead.
Oh no, only 1!
Try.
It
One
was.
of
It was
them.
worth it.
We'll take the large off him. So he has 1 large left.
Oh no! Even with that, Ghazghkull is down. Death Dread down. Pain Boy down. Grot's down.
Okay, I will go with the other Kronos. Needing a 4+.
Yep.
This one's okay.
Other Death Dread. Come on, 6 up.
That's an 11.
Yes. Thank you, Tanya.
And who do you want to roll now? Eldrad? He has 1 large and 1 small. He needs to pass both of these to survive. He does have an ignore damage 5+, and he has saves on a 4+.
So saves on a 4+.
You know,
Oh, I failed both.
both.
Okay.
It's worth it. It's still worth it.
I think so.
I think it's worth it. So we are going to use Divine Intervention to change one of those dice rolls to a 4.
Okay.
And so he takes 1 damage.
We
a
need
new
a
dice.
5 up to ignore
We need
the
a
other.
5+
Fail
to
at
ignore
18.
this.
To do it.
No!
We got him. We finally got him.
So close!
Moral victory! We are in the lead for now.
Leaving
And
the best
now
for
the
last.
War Boss.
Ooh. He has a 4 up too?
He has an 8 up. Moral victory.
The roll that counted.
That's right.
Okay, and that's it.
That's into turn 4.
Hey, that is turn 4, Orks. You sneaky Orks, you're up on us by 1 point.
The Orks lost a lot of units this round, while the Eldar really only lost Eldrad. The Orks have barely anything left on the board to counter with though, so at this point it's all about holding on and not losing any more detachments. Let's see what they can do in turn 5.
So start of turn 5, and it's 2-1 in favor of the Orks.
Excuse me.
It's 2-1. They've got 2 detachments, 2 are 1
Oh,
detachment.
we need to kill 1 detachment to tie this game.
To tie it up.
So what you're saying is 2 amateurs have put 2 pros on the ropes.
Let's roll some dice.
Roll the dice. We get a 2.
We got a 3.
Is that 3 turns in a row?
Yes.
Is that every?
Are there any lava rocks coming this turn?
4.
I also rolled 4.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happens.
Oh
no.
my goodness.
That is probably
again another good thing for us.
That's a really good thing for us.
Is there acid rain?
Yes.
Acid rain in effect as well. That means shooting is at -1 and movement is reduced. And this is the time in any great action movie when victory stands upon the edge of a knife, that an inspirational leader needs to stand up and inspire his troops to victory. Mr. Initiative.
The grand war boss in the back, who's now elevated even higher under Ghazghkull's death, stands up high and calls to all the rest of the Orks, "Witness me! Come back here! Crump them with your brains, boys! Run! Run back!"
And we're gonna run
Now
back.
we're gonna run. So these guys activate for the double move.
Okay, is it our turn? He is green. They are green. So they are green. They're advanced.
Ooh, those guys are fast. The Eldar are closing the noose, but will it be enough?
Okay, so we're using the Phantom Titan is gonna fire. He's splitting his attacks. He's gonna be shooting the star cannons and his rocket launchers into the Big Mech.
The D-Bombard normally hit on 2s, bracketed 3, range 4.
4s to hit. One hit.
One
with
hit.
the bombard.
That's
That
a
is-
6. That's an apocalyptic barrage. And then
Star
the 2
cannon.
star cannons into him as well. Nope. Void Storm missile launcher into the character.
2 hits.
2 hits.
-1 to wound as well.
So we need 8s.
1 small blast.
1 small blast on the Big Mac. Pulsar into the Death Dread. 3 hits. It's on 4s. Goes to 5s. 1 only. Pulsar into. This was the Meganauts, right?
Yep.
3. I need 6s.
1 large blast.
1 large blast on the Meganauts. Cloudburst missile launcher.
Coming down to the end, everybody's
On
getting all
4s.
tense now. Except
3.
Yeah, we're yeah.
And I need 8s
We've done all we
-1
can do. Now we
because
just wait
the
and
mech
see what happens.
field.
We'll wait.
Nothing.
That's it for the super heavies.
They're running away again.
They're double moving. Oh, how quaint.
More pure movement from the Orks, getting as far into cover as they can.
You have done it, so now I will activate Archon Skari's Tantalus, and he will get +1 to shoot. That's a blue, so I'll be shooting at the Death Dread with the Dark Lots, and then the 2 poison shots will be shooting at the Meganobs. So into the Death Dreads. That is a hit? No, a 5. That is definitely not fit. Then I've got the Tantalus. The Tantalus is gonna shoot into your mech.
The Tantalus tries to focus down the Meganobs and the remaining Death Dread, but only manages 1 blast on the Meganobs. The Talos sees some returning fire from the Orks and takes a couple of small blast markers, but very little else is able to shoot. In return, the Kronos and the Homunculus charge into the Morkanaut and Meganobs in the hope of taking it down and scoring some more points. They manage to put a stack of blast markers on both, making this game really close.
And with that, we begin the damage phase.
Going to damage phase, and the Orks only have 2 detachments left. The Eldar have done everything they could, but it looks like only 1 detachment has enough blast markers to have a chance of dying. If the Death Dread and the Meganobs go down, that will mean 1 point for the Eldar, tying up this game. As this is the last turn, that means this damage phase will decide if this is a win for the Orks or a tie game. Right here, right now.
Okay, so 4 up, the Big Mac is going to try to repair this Death Dread. 4 up, he takes a wound marker off.
Oh, he does.
Okay, so there's even better chance now. All right, all right.
Do you want to do Meganobs first?
Sure.
We have 6 wounds total, but they've taken 4.
So let's roll 3 of these each. We need to say
Correct.
all but 1.
All but 1. Okay.
4 ups, baby.
Here it comes.
Ready? Go. No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay,
dude,
they
so
are
they
going
die.
down.
Oh, the Mega Knobs get wiped, leaving only the one Death Dread left in the detachment. If it goes down, that detachment is dead, scoring the Eldar a point and tying the game.
Death
This is the
Dread?
Death Dread now.
3
Sixes, I believe.
bigs?
So you can make 2.
No, if he makes 2, they live.
If he makes 2, he lives. So you fail 2 when he
Sixes.
dies.
Double sixes. Initiative!
Completely the opposite.
2 ones. What does that mean? If that Big Mac makes his 50-50 save.
He's a 4-up?
Yeah.
Mega
If only 50-50 shot to draw or win!
You guys
Do you guys
any
have
more
anything
rolls?
else?
That's
No,
it, man.
that's
We're
it.
done.
Dude, that's like, this is
you.
literally
It's
the
me?
roll.
You've made 2 4-ups in a row.
Think about it.
on a
If
single
you
dice.
successfully make this, then technically you beat your coach.
That's right!
It's true.
Oh, there's so much
And you're
pressure.
gonna do it
Right,
anyway.
sure.
Mr. Initiative
No,
rolls
you
the
know
dice.
what? You know what?
Okay.
This will be all. It's been a great game, regardless of what
Amazing.
happens. I love that it comes down to a final
Single dice
roll.
roll.
Here, right here.
1 dice roll.
Here we go, Tanya!
Here we go.
I can't believe we're cheering to a draw.
Oh,
It's
what
like
a game.
football. There are draws in this game, and that is game. The volcano explodes, destroying the Orc base and everything in it. The Eldar have achieved their objective of delaying and destroying the Orcs, but at what cost? The Eldar are too committed to the fight to withdraw as planned, and many perish in the explosion, leaving only fire and ash in its wake. A big thank you to our players and our guests. Can't wait to have both you on again. Now, there has to be a rematch.
I think there's going to be a rematch.
As well as another thank you to our sponsor, Frontline Gaming. Check them out at frontlinegaming.org for all your gaming needs. And last, but certainly not least, thank you for joining us for this apocalyptic event. Make sure to like and subscribe if you'd like to see more, and consider joining our Patreon to support us directly, as it really helps us keep doing what we're doing. This has been your host, Nicholas Frakes, and until we see you next time, play on.
Totally happy with the way that went. You did a great job with the list, Tanya.
You know what? My coach didn't beat me.
I can't believe those sneaky orcs just ran away.
That last roll, the game came down to one roll, a 50-50 chance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Games like that are the absolute best to me.
A 4-up to decide the game.
It literally came down to that one dice roll. It was either they win or we draw, so I guess we're happy with the draw.
We're happy with the draw. We'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take it. Needless to say, what a game. I hope all of you out there enjoyed that. That was fun.
I had a lot of fun.
Team Archon Skari.